Right, good day learners. In question 37, I did an exercise with you where there were missing figures, and I said you had to use your skills and work backwards. Now, exactly the same is happening in question 39, but this time, first of all, it's to do with the fixed asset note. Now, the first thing you need to take note that in your answer book, there were certain figures already typed in. And if you don't have that, you're going to find you wouldn't be able to solve the problem. Then they did give you, in the actual exercise sheet, they gave you some figures. For example, they gave you the accumulated depreciation on both vehicles and equipment at the beginning of the year. So both of those could be filled in. So that's where those two figures come from, and you can work out the book value. Now, if we look at our land and buildings, we'll see that we had 555 at the beginning, and we've got 835,000 at the end. It's obvious that we have bought extra, and so you could have just subtracted those two from each other and found the value. However, in this particular exercise, they did actually tell you that extensions to the land and buildings, point adjustment number 5, extension to the land and buildings was 280,000. So they've given it to you, but it's not necessary. They could have left you to just subtract those two from each other. So that's the first point you need to note. Then, as they told you that the amount in the profit and loss account for depreciation is, and they gave you the vehicle's depreciation. So you're not required to calculate it here, it's given to you. So that figure can immediately be filled in. But they didn't tell you what the equipment amount is. So we need to look further. Going on in question 5, it said a new delivery van was purchased during the year, and this has been recorded. Now this follows exactly what I've just said to you about the land and buildings. You had 200,450 at the beginning of the year, and you got 375 at the end, and that's at cost. And when you buy, you record the cost price, the historical cost. And so by subtracting these two from each other, you can find the missing figure of 175,500. And then if we have to finish vehicles, well, you've got your accumulated depreciation at the beginning. You've got your depreciation for the end of the year. So just subtract the two, and please remember your brackets. I did a video link with you on when I actually explained this note to you. So if you're not sure, please go back and look at that exercise. It was in question 30. And then obviously we can subtract these two from each other and get the book value. And as I said to you earlier, double check yourself. Take your vehicles at carrying value at the beginning, plus what you bought, minus what you depreciated by, and that'll give you the carrying value. Now, because I started with carrying value is why it's equaling the carrying value. So this carrying value can be calculated by the opening carry value plus what you bought minus the depreciation, or subtracting the two at the end, and you must get the same figure. So it's a way of double checking yourself. Then looking at the equipment, it said to you that 2 new computers, which is equipment, were bought on credit on the 1st of September for 24,000, and this has not been recorded. And so we had a cost at the beginning, and so we've got a cost of 24,000 that we've bought, and so cost at the beginning plus cost of what we bought, we can get our cost at the end of the year, 82250. And then you'll notice that in the exercise they don't give you anything about what the depreciation amount is. And again, this is where your skills have to come in. Just look at what we did in vehicles. We took the opening balance plus the depreciation and gave us the final. So now you've got your opening, you've got your closing, and the depreciation for the year must be the difference between the two. So you subtract the two from each other, 7025, and remember your brackets. And to finalize it, check yourself both ways. 82250 minus 38,000, 44,250, or check the other way, 27,275, the carrying value at the beginning, plus 24,000 for what you bought, minus 7025, and that must equal the 44250. And then finally, for your actual balance sheet, which you'll carry on with, obviously remember the carrying value of the 3 of these will be added together, and it was the only one that they left open here for you, so you didn't have to calculate the rest of these. They were grayed out, so don't waste time filling in figures that are not required. But that is the figure that will go into your balance sheet. Now again, learners, I'm doing these exercises because I'm showing you how you've got to use your skills to find missing figures. So you need to practice all of these.